Ah, see? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow. But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next. Oh, speak of the devil. Only a Cianjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ruan Mei? And Miss Tingyun?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip. So, let me get to the point. Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Voracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Vonwacq?
Vonwacq?
Sprightly Vonwacq. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantom Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend.
Back on Vonwacq, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ruan Mei. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient leviathan. Beneath Vonwacq's surface, there also lay the remains of the Voracity.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried. If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Voracity, and called it a game. This is what people call the Phantom Moon games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Voracity lost the same organ, their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of Voracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of Voracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Yummy flavors?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So Aha stole the original primum mobile of the Voracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of Elation and Voracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yuqing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another. Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks a Sopramod is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Vonwacq.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager. When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then. He was the one who told me about the shadow. According to IC, it was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos. I led the Rangers to suppress the shadow and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more. Earlier, what did you 2 uncover in the tavern?
Someone suspected to be a Sopramod knew about the Voracity secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then? Who did he say the shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivili. Wait. Don't tell me.
I'll en route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
The detective game is over. I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.